What if the woman you can't stop thinking about is only using you, and you already know it deep down? What if those little moments that feel off are not your imagination, but quiet warnings you've been too afraid to face? Listen to me very carefully. Most men who get played don't get destroyed by one big lie. They get destroyed by 1,000 small manipulations they chose to ignore. The heart wants what it wants, but your mind already knows when something isn't right. Today, I'm going to show you the 7 signs she's playing you, signs that most men only see clearly after their heart has been shattered. This is not about hating women. This is about understanding female psychology and human nature at a level most people are too uncomfortable to accept. Some women do play games, some men do too. But if you're the one losing sleep, checking your phone constantly, and feeling anxious in your stomach, then this message is for you. The first sign is painful because it's so common. Hot and cold behavior. One day she's texting you good morning, calling you pet names, making you feel like you're the only man in the world. The next day, silence, dry replies. Suddenly, she's busy. Then just as you start to pull away, she comes back hot again, acting like nothing happened. This is not confusion. This is calculated. Her inconsistency keeps you emotionally hooked. Your brain becomes addicted to the highs and starts fearing the lows. This is a classic psychological tactic. She gives you just enough affection to keep you invested, but never enough consistency to make you feel safe. Women who do this often have multiple options. You are not her priority. You are her backup plan. If her effort changes based on her mood or who else is giving her attention, your gut is already screaming the truth. Deep down, you know it. The anxiety you feel is your body trying to protect you. The second sign is even more dangerous. She only reaches out when she needs something. Pay attention to the pattern. Does she suddenly become sweet and affectionate when she needs emotional support, money, a ride, help moving, or someone to vent to? But when you need her, when you're struggling, when you simply want real connection, she's nowhere to be found? This is one of the clearest signs of being used. A woman who genuinely cares about you wants to know you, not just use you as an emotional or practical ATM. The woman who is playing you treats you like a resource. She disappears when she doesn't need anything, then reappears with that sweet voice when she does. And the worst part? Many men convince themselves this is normal because they're afraid of losing her. Here's the hard psychological truth most men are never told. When a woman truly values you, she invests in you even when she doesn't need anything. She checks on you. She remembers small details. She makes effort even when it's inconvenient. If all her effort is transactional, you are not in a relationship. You are in an arrangement. This pattern slowly destroys a man's self-respect. Every time you accept her hot and cold behavior, or only when she needs you attention, you teach yourself that you deserve to be treated like an option. That belief will bleed into every area of your life. I know this is heavy. I know some of you are reading these words with a sinking feeling in your chest because you recognize your situation. That pain you're feeling right now, that's not weakness. That's your intuition waking up. The men who heal from this are the ones who stop lying to themselves. They stop making excuses for her behavior. They stop saying she's just busy or she's been hurt before. Those are comfortable lies that keep you trapped. Real love is consistent. Real interest doesn't disappear when it's inconvenient. Real connection doesn't make you feel anxious and confused most of the time. You deserve clarity, you deserve peace, and most importantly, you deserve a woman who chooses you even when she has other options. But these are only the first 2 signs. There are 5 more that are even more subtle and even more destructive. Signs that reveal whether she's actually falling for you or simply keeping you on the hook until someone better appears. The truth I'm giving you today is uncomfortable, but it will protect your heart if you're brave enough to face it. The third sign is one that destroys men slowly over months, sometimes even years. She refuses to define the relationship. You've been seeing each other for months. You're emotionally invested. You've caught feelings. But every time you try to have the talk about where this is going, she gets vague, changes the subject, or says things like, "Why do we need labels?" or "Can't we just enjoy the moment?" This is not casual. This is strategic. A woman who truly wants you will not leave you in limbo. When she sees a man she values, she locks him down. But if she's playing you, she wants the benefits of having you without the responsibility of committing to you. She wants your time, attention, emotional support, and possibly physical intimacy while keeping her options open. This creates a special kind of psychological torture. Your mind stays in uncertainty, which keeps you addicted to her. Every time you consider walking away, she gives you just enough hope to pull you back in. I'm just scared. I've been hurt before. You're so important to me. These words sound caring, but they're often just tools to keep you compliant. Here's the hard truth most men don't want to accept. If after several months she still won't define what you two are, you are almost certainly in the backup position. She is waiting to see if someone better comes along. You are the safe choice she keeps on the shelf. The fourth sign is equally devastating. She keeps you completely separate from her real life. She never introduces you to her friends. She doesn't want you meeting her family. She gets uncomfortable when you suggest going to places where people she knows might see you. You only see her in private or on her terms. She has created a secret compartment for you. This is one of the strongest red flags. When a woman is genuinely proud of the man she's with, she wants to show him off. She wants her friends to meet him. She wants her social circle to know he exists. But if she's playing you, she keeps you hidden because you are not someone she plans to keep long-term. You are temporary entertainment or a placeholder. Pay close attention to this pattern. Does she only want to see you at night? Does she avoid being seen with you in public during normal hours? Does she have excuses every time you suggest meeting her friends? These are not small things. They are loud warnings. Her psychology is simple here. She wants the good parts of you without any accountability. She wants the attention and emotional high without claiming you publicly. This behavior protects her image while she keeps you emotionally chained. I know these words are heavy. Some of you are feeling that familiar knot in your stomach right now because these signs are describing your exact situation. That discomfort you're feeling, that's your self-respect trying to fight back. That's your intuition screaming that you deserve better. The painful reality is that many women and men will take as much as they can get from someone who allows it. They will give the minimum amount of effort necessary to keep you around. This is not always conscious or evil. Sometimes it's fear, sometimes it's selfishness, sometimes it's because they genuinely don't value you the way you value them. But the result is the same. You cannot build self-respect while accepting half-hearted treatment. Every time you ignore these signs, you teach yourself that your feelings don't matter. You train yourself to accept breadcrumbs, and once that pattern begins, it becomes dangerously familiar. Real connection feels different. It feels safe. It feels consistent. It feels like peace, not constant anxiety. If she truly wants you, she will not make you beg for clarity. She will not hide you from her world. She will not keep you in emotional limbo while she explores other options. You already know this. The question is whether you're brave enough to stop lying to yourself. There are still 3 more signs left, each one more subtle and more painful than the last. These next signs reveal the deeper levels of emotional manipulation that many men never see until it's too late. Stay with me, because understanding these signs isn't just about protecting your heart, it's about reclaiming your dignity as a man. The 5th sign is where things begin to get truly dark. She uses guilt as a weapon. Whenever you express your needs, set a boundary, or ask for more effort, she flips the script. Suddenly, you're the problem. You're too sensitive, too demanding, moving too fast, or making her feel pressured. She makes you feel guilty for wanting basic respect and consistency. This is emotional manipulation at its core. A woman who genuinely cares about you will not make you feel ashamed for having standards. But a woman who is playing you will use your own kindness against you. She'll say things like, "I thought you were different," or, "After everything I've been through, this is how you treat me?" These statements are designed to make you doubt yourself and chase her approval again. Over time, this breaks a man down. You start walking on eggshells. You stop expressing how you really feel. You begin apologizing for things that aren't your fault. This is not love. This is psychological control. The 6th sign is one that destroys dreamers and hopeful men the hardest. Future faking. She talks about the future in beautiful ways. She mentions how amazing things will be one day. She talks about trips you'll take together, meeting her family eventually, or even moving in together someday. But none of it ever moves forward. There is always an excuse. The timeline keeps getting pushed back. This is one of the cruelest forms of manipulation because it gives you hope while stealing your present. She keeps you emotionally invested by selling you a beautiful future that she has no real intention of delivering. Every time you get close to walking away, she throws in another future promise to pull you back in. I just need more time. Things are complicated right now. I swear things will be different soon. Meanwhile, her actions never match her words. Here's what most men fail to understand about female psychology in these situations. Some women know exactly what they're doing. They understand that hope is a powerful drug. As long as they keep you hoping for a future that never arrives, they maintain control over your emotions and attention. You become trapped in a cycle of waiting for her to change, waiting for her to choose you, waiting for the version of her she promised, and while you wait, your self-worth quietly dies. I need you to hear this clearly. A woman who truly sees a future with you will take steps toward that future. She won't just talk about it. Real interest produces real movement. Everything else is just comfortable lies. These 6 signs together paint a very clear picture. When multiple ones are present at the same time, the chances that she is playing you are extremely high. The anxiety, confusion, and self-doubt you've been feeling are not random. They are your mind and body trying to wake you up. But the final sign is the most important one of all. It's the one that no psychology video, no friend, and no amount of logic can override. It's your own intuition. That deep, quiet voice inside that keeps telling you something is wrong. That uneasy feeling you get in your stomach when her words don't match her actions. That voice that whispers, she's not choosing you, even when your heart wants to believe otherwise. Most men betray themselves by ignoring this final sign. They choose hope over truth. They choose comfort over self-respect. They choose the fantasy of who they want her to be over the reality of who she actually is. I'm speaking to you like a mentor because I want you to protect your peace. You deserve a woman who chooses you clearly, consistently, and proudly. You deserve someone whose actions match their words. You deserve real love, not emotional games. The men who recover from being played are the ones who finally get honest with themselves. They stop making excuses for her behavior. They stop hoping she will change. They choose to value themselves more than they value the relationship. This path is painful in the beginning, but it leads to genuine self-respect and eventually to much healthier relationships. There is still one final sign left to cover, the most important one. And then I will show you exactly what to do if you recognize these patterns in your current situation, because knowing the signs is only half the battle. The real test is whether you're strong enough to act on them. And now we come to the final and most important sign of all. The 7th sign is not something she does, it's something you feel. It's that deep, constant unease in your body that never quite goes away. That quiet voice in your mind that keeps saying something is wrong. That anxiety that hits you every time her name appears on your phone. That feeling that you're not enough, yet somehow also giving too much. That sense that you're losing yourself trying to make this work. This is your intuition screaming. Most men ignore this final sign because it doesn't come with clear evidence. It's not as obvious as her going hot and cold or refusing to define the relationship. It's a feeling. And in today's world, we've been taught to distrust our feelings and trust her words instead. But your body is wiser than your mind in these situations. When a woman is genuinely invested in you, your nervous system relaxes around her. You feel safe, you feel chosen. Even during disagreements, there's an underlying sense of security. But when she's playing you, your body stays in fight or flight mode. You feel anxious, confused, and drained after every interaction. That is not love. That is emotional imprisonment. Your intuition is picking up on all 6 previous signs at once. It's connecting the dots your heart doesn't want to accept. The sleepless nights, the overthinking, the constant checking of your phone. These are not signs of deep love. They are symptoms of emotional manipulation. Here's the truth most men are never told. The moment you start losing your peace, your dignity, and your self-respect in a relationship, it is no longer love. It has become an addiction. If you're experiencing multiple of these 7 signs right now, I need you to be honest with yourself. Stop making excuses for her. Stop telling yourself she'll change. Stop waiting for her to suddenly wake up and choose you the way you deserve to be chosen. You must choose yourself first. The way out is painful but simple. You stop playing the game, you stop reacting to her hot and cold behavior, you stop accepting breadcrumbs, you have one honest conversation where you clearly state what you want and what you will no longer tolerate. Her response will tell you everything you need to know. If she truly values you, she will step up. If she gets defensive, disappears, or tries to guilt you, then you finally have your answer. And in that moment, you must have the courage to walk away with your dignity intact. The healing process after being played is difficult. You will doubt yourself. You will miss the good moments. You will want to reach out. But every time you feel weak, remember how small she made you feel. Remember the anxiety. Remember the nights you couldn't sleep. That pain was real, and you never have to go through it again. Real love does not make you anxious every day. Real love does not make you question your worth. Real love feels like peace, even when it's challenging. You deserve a woman who is clear about you, a woman who introduces you to her world with pride, a woman whose actions match her words, a woman who makes you feel secure, not constantly confused. That woman exists. But you will never meet her while you're still emotionally chained to someone who is playing you. This is your wake-up call. The signs have always been there. The question is whether you love yourself enough to finally see them. You are not weak for wanting love, but you become weak when you accept disrespect in the name of love. Choose yourself. Walk away from anything that costs you your peace. Become the kind of man who recognizes his own value so clearly that no woman can ever play him again. You already know what you need to do. Now you just have to be brave enough to do it. Before you go, I want to ask you a real question. Which of these 7 signs hit you the hardest, and are you currently experiencing them in your situation? Be honest in the comments below. Your comment might help another man see the truth he's been avoiding. If this video gave you clarity and strength, then do these 3 things right now. Like this video, subscribe and turn on notifications, and share this video with one friend who is struggling in his relationship right now. You might save him months or even years of pain. You deserve real love. Never settle for less. I'll see you in the next one.